Hello, everyone. I'm sure you've heard a lot about the land grabbing allegations against Nyesom Wike that have been going on in Abuja. A lot of reports, people are coming out with their documents and saying that, Wike is reallocating their lands to other people, and then there are documents that have come out now. People's Gazette is saying documents expose how Nyesom Wike seized prime land from Abuja families, reallocated to personal assistant Kingsley Chinda. I also saw another report, I think from Sahara Reporters, where they have more documents showing a particular company that lands are being, grabbed and allocated to them, that it belongs to some, whether it's Yes or Wike, it's part owner, and some people around him. But we're going to come across that. Let's first of all look at this particular one. But before I go on, I will say one thing. For sure, Wike literally grabbed another land, the land that belonged to, what's the name of this? Julius Berger. Yeah, Julius, that's the company I was thinking about, Julius Berger. Land that belonged to them, grabbed it, and it's what he's building houses for judges. He even told the Chief Justice of Nigeria, and also the president of the appeal court, because they were there at the ground opening, how he grabbed that land and gave it to them. So now that even the houses they are building for judges and those judicial officers, now that they also grabbed it to give them, how is anyone going to get justice? So Wike knows what he's doing right now. He's grabbing other people's and go to court. Now, even the court, did they not grab to give them? So what moral justification would they have to actually judge on the issue, of that of the land grabbing that is going on? But anyway, monkey go market one day, no go come back, or vevekuve matter go happen. Anybody where they grab your land, you get paper, carry that matter go court. We may head rose, we go die there. Carry your matter, don't even be afraid, go to that court. Let us say, check those judges. If they say their head no one correct, all of us head too no go correct. Documents expose how Nyesom Wike seized prime land from Abuja families, have reallocated to personal assistant Kingsley Chinda. Residents of an Abuja compound have cried out after Nyesom Wike revoked their land and issued a notice for them to immediately vacate or face severe consequences. A spokesperson for the estate of Paul Ogbebo, a retired army colonel who was the first cadet enrolled at the Nigeria Defense Academy, said Mr. Wike's order had sent the entire compound of multiple families into endless trauma, urging him to reconsider the decision to avoid inflicting untold humanitarian crisis in the neighborhood. The compound in Life Camp, a working-class neighborhood just west of Abuja city center, was reported to be as large as 2.2 hectares, that is 22,000 square meters, and was first allocated to Mr. Ogbebo in 1984. The family said the retired colonel passed on in February 2020, prompting former President Muhammadu Buhari to hail his illustrious military career, during which he emerged a hero of the Nigerian Civil War. The Ogbebos and other families living in the compound, including some naturalized expatriates, have vowed to fight the revocation edict issued by Mr. Wike, expressing their dismay as to the degree of carelessness elicited by the minister. The November 22 deadline they were given to move out of all the houses in the compound before earth movers rolled in expired 3 weeks ago. Corporate filings shared with People's Gazette on Wednesday night showed Mr. Wike has already allocated the land to Saravera Nigeria Limited, a special purpose venture controlled by Kingsley Chinda, a lawmaker from Rivers State, where Mr. Wike was governor from 2015 until 2023. Can you just imagine? There was even another place Wike, had done and relocated within less than a month to another company, and they brought down estate. How are you destroying things like that? If it is not small-mindedness and lack of thinking, there are a lot of lands in Abuja. All you need to do, go and open up these places and put infrastructure. They will also become big places. You understand? Because growth and development, just open an area and put infrastructure. You can even then allocate it to this your whatever that these people you're allocating it to. But you want to come to a place that is already grown, that people have struggled for years. That's where you now want to come and form all of these things. Hey. As the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mr. Wike has near absolute powers to issue, rescind, or modify lands in Abuja and environs. His decision to seize a lucrative piece of land and give it to his close associate has fueled criticism that he was cornering public assets for himself, especially as critics had long identified Mr. Chinda as one of Mr. Wike's proxies for tucking away ill-gotten wealth. Abuja land management has been a stable of elite interest since the country's capital moved here in the 1990s, and almost every minister ever since has faced corruption allegations after leaving office. It was unclear whether or not Mr. Chinda paid for this particular land. I'm just going to look at also another report that I had seen earlier, where they said more document. It should, by the way, the Senate is also probing the issue because the senator of the FCT, Senator Ereti Kingibe, brought the issue to the Senate. They didn't want her to touch. She had to walk out of this thing. Other senators intervened. She came back and then she put that motion forward. And also Senator Natasha also spoke on the issue. There are two in that Senate, two of them, the two women that are two of those, but they are the ones that are fighting, but fighting back at the high-handedness of Wike that is going on. I've said this thing before. I'm going to say it again. We need more advocates, more activists in that National Assembly. We need people with coconut head. We need people that we ensure that people are not doing anyhow. The real power is in the National Assembly. It's not in the executive. It's because we have people who don't understand their power, who are just sitting down there and they are being treated anyhow by the executive, that they're just doing anything anyhow. So I really don't know how Wike is just going to sit there and just be behaving anyhow on this land grabbing issue. Probably that's why he grabbed like I said earlier, the land of Julius Berger and handed it over to the judiciary, so that the judiciary will have no moral justification to be able to open mouth and say something. But at the end of the day, the power of the people, it's always the top power. It's always more than anything. And kudos to the senators, kudos to all the people who are working and helping people, loud these whole issues and just taking it on. Wike thinks Abuja is a River State. He will learn the hard way.